So, most people ask you the question, what games are you looking forward to? And you'll start naming every game that probably has a midnight release. So, instead of what you're looking forward to, what you're anticipating has something to do with what I'm playing whilst talking about it. Yes, you probably guessed correct, I am talking about the Elder Scrolls 6, which I don't think's been fully announced yet. I hope it does get made, because the Elder Scrolls 5, which I'm playing right now, Skyrim of course, didn't end with "oh, when the world ended." So definitely an Elder Scrolls 6 should be released sometime by the end of the next decade, which would be probably a lot. Should be hoped. Yes. And hopefully, in the Elder Scrolls 6, what I'm looking for is like Aldemary Dominion that do well for a story, destroying some form of dictator, very crazed fascist dictator, and you are sent as an imperial agent to the island, well, Sunset Isles, to stop him, etc. But you are able to access Valenwood and elsewhere as well at the same time. That's my ideas. In order to match the epic action of Skyrim, which I'm playing right now, and well, to match Skyrim and Morrowind and Oblivion, Bethesda are going to really have to outdo themselves properly. So if anyone from Bethesda is watching this video, you're going to want to put some action into it with the Aldemary Dominion. You want to have more of a tool than just sneaking into an embassy and stealing some books, like the light books anyway. So, and if anyone from Bethesda is watching as well, we're depending on you quite thoroughly, so please do not let us down.
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink.
Well, up yours too, madam. See, I just used a Fallout 3 line then. Hopefully in the Elder Scrolls 6, I'm not expecting them to improve drastically on the person graphics or anything like that. They look really good the way they are. Don't even bother using like these mods for CVBEs and stuff like that. They're alright the way they are, even though I'm sure some people would probably have a way of saying difference with that. People who use the CVBE mods for the bodies of Skyrim characters, but you can just see that they're fine. See? Look. Maybe eyes could be a bit different. Maybe.
Hello, I'm Gisley, but you can just call me Erica.
Hold on. Alright, anyway. Sorry about that. Like I was saying, the Elder Scrolls 6 is highly anticipated, especially for people like me, and I really hope that the Elder Scrolls 6 is got something to do with the Somerset region. It's got maybe other races of children, so it's like Khajiit kids, Argonian kids, Mer kids, and other kids, not just Nord kids, Imperial and Breton kids. I like to see a bit less racist towards children. Well, it's not racist. You can't say it's racist in real life because Actually, yeah, let's see some Red Guard kids that actually look like Red Guards instead of Nords as well. I like to see that the children are more diverse and different and more fitting with the area, and they're not just all the same. Hey, I'm a Nord, but my parents are Argonian. I don't want to see any of that. And I was born from an Argonian. I don't want to see any of that. Yeah, they're still a Nord. I'd like to see some more varied in the children. I know what you're thinking. Sod you, but it's one of the minor things. I like to see being able to break down items into ingots. That's something that there's not like bear in mind. I like to see more densely populated and maybe larger cities. Not too large, I mean, but maybe size of Solitude is fine. About 1.5 times the size of Solitude. More populated, more NPCs. And maybe some also like to see some, some very distinguished scenes. I'd also like to see Morgan Freeman casting a character in the game, because I think he can just go, jumped off this cliff.
Well, you thought right.
Yes, yeah, I'd like to see Morgan Freeman in the Elder Scrolls 6.
Or a character that relates to Morgan Freeman, who's acted by me.
No, shut up, Zach. You're just making it.
I know, but
I'm trying to make this.
I'm generalizing it. I'm making it so people know my contribution.
What, to the channel, but not.
Yeah, not to the channel, or kind of to your channel, but not exactly aiming at your channel. It's just for my own entertainment, really.
Right. I'd also like to see.
Who got killed there?
Oh my God! What happened?
Happened.
Yes, I suppose it was. Last time I was in Solitude, I came around here, slit this guy's throat. I'd like to see some more stealth. I'd like to see stealth being a bit easier.
And also murder.
I'd also like to see some corner covers so you don't get hit by arrows around corners. And
also murder.
And
you'll still need murder.
And you murder. Yep.
That's the best thing about the Elder Scrolls. You can murder people.
Same crime system as the previous Elder Scrolls games. And also, the best thing I would like to see is I'd like to see some stealth, more action. So instead of doing this,
also better magic though, because
instead of doing this against the wall, you're actually up against the wall like cover.
Yeah, but don't make it over like glitchy and stuff where like your arms going halfway out of doorway until somebody sees you.
Yeah, but I like to see a lot of this stuff. I like to see maybe some things are a bit too much to ask. I would like to see something dramatic in it. I like to see a very awkward scene. I'd like to see maybe a slightly different approach to how you begin the game. Technically, hopefully not as a prisoner, as always. I'd like to see something in with Imperial. Actually, maybe a prisoner could probably be fitting into this. Here in the Imperial City jail, you are put on a boat. You go to Somerset Isles, and you are told to maybe not Somerset Isles directly, but to by boat to Valenwood, because instead of going through the inhospitable land of Elsewhere, which wouldn't make any sense because he'd probably not be alive afterwards, you go to Valenwood, dock at the south, and just kill people there and all that stuff, and level up to a high level by doing the missions. I'm one of the people who would agree that the main quest line maybe wasn't as long as I could have hoped. Although the crypts are quite big, I'd like sometimes when it comes to getting Daedric weapons, like in Skyrim coming with Periate, I've lost count of how many doors I had to get through to find this guy. Just kind of annoying. So I don't want to go through as many doors. I like to see when you go through a door, the loading screen being maybe a bit faster, maybe a little bit faster, maybe not fast at all. Loose gargoyle. I'd also like to see some. I'd also like to see people around. I also like to see some more aware NPCs. So you're here, looks like you're about to kill yourself. They are actually observing that, something like that. That might be something that you might want to leave out, because I don't recommend that you put that into the game, because, but well, you should put it into the game, but I've not got my hopes up about that one. Might sound a bit like a pessimist, but I'm just not trying not to ask too much of Bethesda when I know that they're not like, you know, they're not gonna overdo it, because when you overdo something, the worse it gets, and then the end you'll just settle for a very cheap story, and it's just it's not viable. I want something that you can believe, maybe a bit, maybe something on something you can believe, definitely. Yeah, but talking about what I want, but what you want, you can put in the comments below. Please do. I would be really pleased if someone put something below saying what they want. And I'd also like to keep I like to keep something about dragons in the game, personally. The odd dragon appearing here and there. Quests to kill dragons. I don't mean like a dragon every 5 minutes, like you could probably get in Skyrim. I'll get away with that in Skyrim. But I'd like the world to be a bit bigger than Skyrim, because I felt Skyrim felt small, felt big at the start. It's quite big. You have to admit, it's quite a big map, but it's, yeah, again, not huge. There's that, but so I'd like to see maybe something about the size of Skyrim. If you are intending on making the map huge, maybe if you put it into regions, well, it's like areas instead of just straight. You know, just straight instead of just all the way through, say, Valenwood elsewhere and the Somerset Isles. Let's see, regions like whatever regions there are in those places. Oh god, I'm drowning, oh no. I'd also like to see some. Please comment about what you would like to see. I'd really like to enjoy. I know my brother would like to see a lot of Morgan Freeman. A lot of people modding the game.
Looking to hire a boat?
I'd like to see.
I can take you to where you headed. Climb on in the boat and get comfortable.
Let's see more. I like to see some. I like to see some DLC. I like to see some DLCs like Dragonborn.
But the miners say it's got rich ore veins.
So I thought I'll go into Windhelm. I'd I'd like to have the same crime system. I'd like to have maybe a better sneak, some stealth assassinations that are more fitting. Although stealth isn't impossible in Skyrim. In fact, my character's actually quite good at it. I'd do sneak, hide behind a pillar, wait for some guy to go around, then just go, and you're done. But anyway, please comment on what you would like to put in it. I'm sure everything will be appreciated. I know that probably not many of you people probably won't view this, so please like, subscribe, all that bull turd, which I know you guys probably will not do, but there's no point in not joining. Yeah. So please subscribe, because I like making the videos, and if anyone's got any criticism, please talk. Please don't be afraid to criticize my gameplays. It's happened before. Well, don't take any put down criticism. I prefer the constructive criticism, if you may. But if you didn't like this video, please dislike. I'll see how I can improve. If you like the video, however, please leave a like, maybe a comment on what you would like in the Elder Scrolls 6, and I might, if there is any comments by then, I will put them into the next Elder Scrolls 6 speculation, and not guaranteeing that there will be one though. So, yeah, you get me. Au revoir.